All right, moving on to some other stories now. Whereas Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan gears up to meet Donald Trump at the White House, Afghanistan has come out with what is essentially a damning allegation of Pakistan's direct involvement in the Kandahar attacks. Now, Afghanistan's intelligence agency, National Directorate of Security, has released an audio tape where a Pakistani handler can be heard talking to the attacker about their plan. That this, of course, is likely to irk the United States, which is currently engaged in talks with the Taliban for a peaceful resolution of the conflict. Now, Trump has already called out Pakistan for not doing enough to control terrorism within its borders. He's also time and again accused Pakistan of having provided safe havens to terrorists. And this conversation that has now been released by the Afghan intelligence agency will, of course, cast a huge shadow of doubt ahead of the Trump-Imran meeting. Listen in to this conversation that's been released by the Afghan intelligence.
Do you hear?
Salam, brother. How are all of you?
Good. Don't call a lot, brother. They have fishing goggles, and phone calls can cause us problem. We are fine.
Friends are also fine. Everything going well?
Both are fine, elder sir.
Work is going well?
Work has been completed. No problem. We will get martyrdom.
Do you have enough weapons? Anything needed?
Yes, all complete.
Go on. Allah make you successful and grant you all good. Inshallah. Allah counts on you.
Please don't call anymore.
Okay, we won't do. Pray for us and we will pray for you.
All right, so this is this explosive bit of audio clip that's been released by the Afghan intelligence team, and this has been released just days ahead of Imran Khan meeting with Donald Trump, and it now remains to be seen as to how the United States will, of course, react on this issue, considering the fact that the United States is now negotiating with the Taliban, trying to bring about peace in Afghanistan after having fought a war that's dragged on for well over 18 years in the country. Will Donald Trump and his team have any kind of, say, in terms of the Pakistani hand in this recent blast that has taken place in Kandahar is something that remains to be seen. So the Pakistani Prime Minister is in Washington, D.C. for his maiden trip to the United States. This is his most high-profile visit outside of his country. And Pakistani Army Chief Qamar Javed Bajwa and also the ISI Chief have accompanied the Pakistani Prime Minister during his official visit. Now, Imran Khan will also be meeting with the IMF Managing Director and the World Bank President later on in the day. Imran Khan is expected to discuss Afghanistan and the peace in the South Asian region during his upcoming meeting with Trump. Our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is presently in Washington, D.C., tracking all the developments very closely for us and has sent us this report.
Pakistani Prime Minister has arrived in Washington, D.C. on an official three-day visit, and he's here in D.C. on the invitation of the United States President Donald Trump, where a meeting is all set to take place between Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan and President Donald Trump right behind me at this very White House on the 22nd of July. Now, initially this meeting will be a one-on-one, and then later it will be followed by delegation-level talk. Imran Khan aims at resetting Pakistan-US ties. Now remember, they have been at an all-time low since January last year, when President Trump tweeted that Pakistan has been deceiving and lying the United States despite of being given billions and billions of dollars. After that, we've seen a change in attitude over the time, and Pakistan's coalition support fund had also been stopped by the United States. So what remains to be seen is that the agent of the meeting and whether Imran Khan will be able to reset those ties as he aims or not, but he's all set to meet the United States President Donald Trump during his three-day visit to the United States. For WION, from Washington, D.C., Anas Malik, World is One.
But also in the meanwhile, Baloch and other ethnic groups outside of Pakistan have been at the forefront of leading protests against Pakistan for enforced disappearances. They've also alleged that there are several areas in Balochistan and Sindh that have been ignored by the country's government. Remember, during the recent Cricket World Cup in the United Kingdom, similar banners had been placed outside of stadiums, much to the chagrin of the Pakistani authorities.